Okay, and we're live. So hey guys, I'm gonna be talking to y'all about Pisces and sex. I'm so excited. Um, yeah, so let's just get straight into it. Pisces is ruled by the 12th house, and the 12th house is the house of the subconscious mind. Which is why Pisces are always getting caught up in their fantasies and their dreams and shit like that. Sometimes them fantasies be even more vivid than real life, so you probably want to go deep into them to pull them sex fantasies out of their minds, because they're there. Trust me. And like, no matter how like shy or like bashful they are about it, like they've had them and they're there, and you just gotta dig it out basically. um they're very alluring. Pisces will give you them motherfucking eyes. They will, with that smooth voice, and you'll be like, am I getting trapped? Is this a trap? Like, because that's what it'll feel like, dead ass. um they come off as shy. They're a very introverted sign that likes to observe, but I mean, just from the looks alone, like, y'all can already tell that they got the freak trapped up in there. They just be acting real bashful. They be like, me, I'm so innocent, I'm so sweet. But it's like, no, like, we're hip to you. Don't try to play them games. With Pisces, damn near anything is possible. You ask a Pisces, like, what you want to try next. They've probably thought or heard or fantasized about it before, and they definitely would want to try it with you. Pisces is a very selfless sign in bed, and they care a lot about pleasing their partner. So, like, if you just ask them, like, hey, you want to try this? Like, they will probably try it even if they've not necessarily considered it before, or it may not be necessarily something they're into. As long as they know that it'll really make you happy and they're really in love with you, then like that's definitely, you can basically go for anything with a Pisces in love. They will bend over backwards and break their neck to give you good sex. So yeah, just like make that Pisces fall in love with you basically. um let's see. I think out of everything, like, their kind of mystery is what makes people attracted to them. It kind of like turns people on. They be like, ooh, like, how I get up in there? Like, what are they about? They have very powerful, strong, and damn near magnetic sexual energy. So like that coupled with their mystery, like, be having people tripping over Pisces. Like, 9 times, I have heard so many stories about like Pisces men getting these bitches caught up. I'm like, you know what? I'm not even surprised, just because like of how I know like Pisces energy acts. Like, it's very easy to get trapped by a Pisces. I'm not even gonna hold you up. Y'all be really attracted to them, and you would just not know why you're attracted to them. You're like, what is going on here? Is this sorcery? It's like, no, he's a Pisces, sis. That's all, literally. Um, Yeah, so I feel like Pisces definitely needs sex to be both spiritual and physical. Not necessarily spiritual as like, like, I guess like outer body experiences and stuff like that. Like spiritual as far as like, oh, am I connected to this person? Like, does this feel right in my soul? Like, are we just fucking just to fuck, or like is this something deeper? Because like Pisces has like a deep desire to like fulfill all their spiritual wants and needs in every aspect of their life, and so sex is one of those places. So the best way to get like the best experience out of a Pisces is to definitely like be in a relationship with them, or be in love with them, or like have some type of like close love connection, so that they can feel like that spiritual bond is there, because that alone will like get their freak side going, like, for real. And then once you get past that barrier and they ready to like I said, try whatever with you, you can start like doing the actual spiritual shit. Like, maybe like take baths together. Like, Pisces love the water. Like, get in the hot tub or the pool or some shit. Like, that like taps into Pisces fantasies also. Like I was telling y'all about, Pisces got like hella crazy ass fantasies, like dreaming about like getting whisked away like by the love of their life, and like they go on an exotic getaway and like fuck in the woods or whatever, like exotic crazy ass shit. Like, act out those fantasies with them. That's how you that's like the biggest way to like get a Pisces to like fall in love with your ass. Like, instead of like, oh my gosh, like, first of all, you care enough to act out these fantasies with me. Not only that, but then like you're actually doing it. Like, they'll be like, wow, like, this is crazy. Does this person really exist? So, yeah, definitely act those shits out with them. They'll love that. For Pisces, pleasing their partners is second nature because they are very, very selfless. They're very empathetic and they care a lot about other people. So, like, they just love to give. Like, they will literally, I've heard so many people be like, yeah, like, my Pisces partner always make sure, like, I get my nut off before they even start, like, getting theirs off. And, like, that is just, like, typical Pisces. Like, they will make sure you taken care of, like, period. And they don't expect a return either for the most part. Like I said, because they're very giving, and they're very selfless. So they're like, you know what? No, I'm going to just make sure you straight. You ain't even got to make sure I'm straight. I'm going to still make sure you straight regardless. So, yeah, that's just Pisces. And also, I'm thinking, like, if you really, like, if your vibe ain't right and, like, you low-key are, like, just trying to fuck, you shouldn't probably try to fuck a Pisces because they're going to be able to tell. And I mean, like, just depending on, like, the type of wave a Pisces is on, you would really have to catch them in a weird spot for them to have sex with you and you got bad energy. Because, like, they real sensitive to that type of shit. So, you can't try to fuck a Pisces if you got a whole bunch of crazy shit going on and you just like, oh, I'm just trying to fuck. They'll be like, not me, sis. Bye. Like, they're real, like, standoffish when it comes to having sex with people that, like, they know they don't want to have sex with, know they don't got good intentions for them. They one of the most intuitive signs ever. So, yeah. Oh, a comment. Oh, girl. Yeah, I'll go ahead. I'll post my notes, actually. I write notes for all of these lives that I do. So, like, yeah, I can just, like, post them and, like, I'll add you in them and stuff so you can have them. So yeah, I'm gonna go into some Pisces turn-ons. So like I said, like, go into the fantasies with them. Like I said, like, they love that. They be like, who gonna entertain my imagination? Who gonna entertain what's going on in my head? Like, do that shit. That's that shit. Like I said, fucking in, like, weird locations, the bath, the hot tub, in the shower, like, with water, somewhere near nature. Like, they love that shit. Your Pisces partner probably has a foot fetish. That's something that nobody wants to hear, but it's true. I'm not gonna lie. If they say they don't, they just ain't tapped in yet, and, like, it's subconscious because, like, Pisces is ruled by the feet. So y'all remember how I was telling y'all in the Aries video that Aries is ruled by the head. So, like, they love, like, all that head stimulation and stuff like that. Well, if Pisces is ruled by the feet, same rule applies. Like, it don't even have to be, like, feet play, because I know, like, that's real nasty sometimes. But maybe just, like, a foot massage, or, like, maybe even go, like, get pedicures before y'all have sex. Like, do some self-care. They would love that shit. Like, if you take them to get, like, taken care of before y'all have sex, they'll be like, oh, you care about me and you want to have sex with me? What? It'll be like blasphemy to them. They'll be like, are you really saying this to me right now? But yeah, so like Aries, they appreciate drama in bed. They don't like boring shit. You really got to keep their interest. Like I said, again, that goes back to the whole, like, imagination, like, fantasy shit. Come up with some new shit every once in a while. They like I said, they love that shit. I'm gonna go into some general compatibility now. Okay, so with Pisces and Aries, and these are just, like I said, I'm gonna do this disclaimer at every live I do. These are just, like, general compatibilities. Like, if you really want to know your compatibility with a certain sign, you would really have to get a chart reading. But so I'm gonna just, like, go over some general compatibilities. Like I said, take these with a grain of salt. If they apply, they apply. If they don't, cool. Like, it's whatever. So Pisces and Aries, absolutely. The Aries just can't get too aggressive. You'll scare the baby, definitely. That's definitely some feisty, fiery, passionate sex. I talked about that more in my Aries Sex Life. So, like, if y'all want to hear, like, some more notes about how I feel about Pisces and Aries, y'all can go look at that one. Pisces and Taurus is good. Both can be deeply romantic and giving in bed. Pisces might just be too deep into their fantasies for what Taurus prefers. Taurus is a very grounded sign, and they prefer, like, quote-unquote realistic sex. So if you tell them to, like, fuck them on the balcony, they'll be like, how? Like, does that work? Like, they don't really comprehend that shit in their head. So they definitely have got to be, like, patient with each other. and come to some common ground and understanding, lots of communication in order to like have good sex with each other. Pisces and Gemini is okay. Gemini is like way too detached from sex for what Pisces prefers. Gemini has to definitely open up and give Pisces some type of connection, something. They might be able to hit that off because Geminis are sapiosexuals, and then they might get lured in by the fact that Pisces is so mysterious and deep, and they'll have a lot to talk about. That's definitely the connection that they could start off with. So if you a Gemini trying to get with a Pisces, definitely like have a deep, stimulating conversation beforehand. Just make them feel like you care about them for real, because like they can definitely tell that you don't care and they don't like that shit. So don't turn them off and act like you don't care. Like definitely give them something to work with. Pisces and Cancer. Also, I'm sorry if I sound congested as fuck. Like I still have a sinus infection, so yuck. But Pisces and Cancer is definitely great. They would have a very deep and loving sexual connection, but it might be too fucking deep and y'all might start crying. So bring tissue, because y'all are emotional as hell and y'all will end up just in the bed cuddling and crying together. That's just what it is. Pisces and Leo, I say it's cool. It'd be passionate if you get past some differences. Leo loves the spotlight, and that can come off as kind of like self-centered or arrogant to Pisces, and that can be kind of like a turn off for them. They'll be like, ugh, like why are you like trying to show out? Like just relax. So I think if Leo can just like dial it down a little bit and get in deep with Pisces emotions, like they could definitely end up having some passionate sex. Pisces and Virgo is cool. Pisces and Virgo are sister signs. So basically what that means is they have quote unquote opposing energies. But in my eyes, they're still pretty similar. Virgo is just a little bit harsh on Pisces. Virgo is like blunt, I'm gonna tell you how it is. And Pisces is like, can you be considerate of how I feel though? So that can definitely not play out well in the bed. But Virgo, like I said in the Aries video, they do have that buried freak side. So if they can make a Pisces feel comfortable with them, like I definitely could see that working out if y'all can put past y'all differences. Pisces and Libra, that would definitely be very deeply passionate. Libra is ruled by the planet of pleasures, which is Venus, and Pisces is selfless and craves fantasies. So that would definitely be an amazing matchup. It would just be like a whole bunch of back and forth, giving, pleasing each other. Like that would be great. Sparks would definitely fly if y'all can connect with each other. Pisces and Scorpio definitely have a deep understanding of each other's energies, and this can potentially be good if Pisces is willing to go into the depths with Scorpio. So I mentioned in my Aries live how like Scorpio will literally try to get to the bottom of your soul before y'all have sex, and like that can definitely be overwhelming for a lot of people. I think probably the only sign that can handle that type of energy is a Capricorn, but Capricorn only do that with you if they trust you. So Scorpios might be out of luck. But anyway, so like if Scorpio can kind of get like Pisces to like be comfortable with all that intense, passionate energy, then like that would definitely be something that could it could be like really like intuitive. Y'all don't have to communicate much. Like this sex, it just happens, and it happens well. Pisces and Sagittarius, they square each other aspect wise. That's a little bit deeper into astrology than like what y'all will be able to understand just from a basic explanation. But essentially it means that y'all naturally irritate each other, like literally. And Sag is really like carefree in the bed. They're really, like, oh, whatever. Like I'm here to just have sex. Like we don't have to connect. And so obviously like for somebody as emotional as Pisces, they wouldn't like that shit. So yeah, like that aloof ass attitude can definitely be a turn off to Pisces. Like they need a crazy and unpredictable partner. You can't just sit up here and just fuck them any old kind of way. Like Pisces will not accept that shit. It's like maybe Sagittarius thinks Pisces is a little too emotional, but then on the opposite side, Pisces thinks Sagittarius could use a little emotion. So I mean, Sag's not the type to budge, and like Pisces don't see a need to. So but I mean, shit, if y'all can get past that, absolutely go for it. Pisces and Capricorn, actually can be very, very passionate. That's something that like people might not see off rip, but like that's definitely a great matchup. Because Capricorn is very grounded and stable in their emotions, and Capricorn got a freak side too. So once Pisces can like establish that trust with a Capricorn and get Cap to open up to them, it's full force like crazy ass amazing passionate shit. That's pert. Capricorn will definitely take their time to please a Pisces, and I already went over how Pisces please their partners, so you already know how that go. I see I got some comments. Oh, I love you too, sis. Thank you. I mean, I wouldn't say that Cancer and Pisces are necessarily bad. Like, y'all would just have like some really emotional sex. Like, y'all might be like crying more than y'all having sex, or like emotionally bonding more than y'all are having sex. Like, I have a lot of Cancer Sun friends, and I know with them, I can only imagine like how it would be if I was like sexual with them. Like, cause it's like, oh my gosh, like we always talk about like emotionally deep things. It just happens naturally. Like, that's just like a water sign thing. And Cancers are like the moms of the zodiac, so they really like try to coddle Pisces, because Pisces be going through a lot and don't know how to process their emotions. And so Cancer just be like, oh my god, like, Pisces, are you okay? And then Pisces just like cries in the arms of a Cancer. And like, I could just really see that playing out crazy as fuck in the bed. Like I said, like, especially if y'all have like that deep spiritual sex that Pisces craves, like, that could definitely end up being very emotional. Like I said, just bring the tissue at that point. Let's see. Pisces and Aquarius. Okay, yeah, so Pisces and Aquarius, Aquarius definitely would be like way too brash for Pisces. Like, that's not the best mashup. And Aquarius is real stubborn. Like, they don't feel like they have to be in for anybody, especially not in sex. But I mean, if you, like I said, depend on the placements and whatever. If you get an Aquarius to accept a Pisces emotional side and like not get annoyed or like teed off by it, that could definitely Aquarius could definitely give Pisces what they're looking for in the bed. Aquarius is a very spontaneous sign in the bedroom, so they would definitely be able to like feed into Pisces fantasies and like, you know, give them what they need. But Aquarius is also the type to just walk the fuck out the room when Pisces start crying. So yikes. That could definitely be bad. That's all I'm gonna say. And then Pisces and Pisces. Surprisingly, when I was doing my research about Pisces and Pisces, this potentially could be boring. Cause like, who would make the first move? Like, y'all are too fucking caught up in your own heads to actually act out what you want to see in the bed. And then Pisces aren't necessarily the best communicators because they're really feelers and they're very intuitive. So it's like, if they want to have a connection with a partner where they don't have to say what they want, their partner just kind of like intuitively knows, especially because like they got a whole bunch of shit going on in their head. Like, so sometimes fantasy is reality for Pisces, and they in their head they just think, okay, well, like, my partner should know that, like, you know, I like this or I like that, without like communicating it. And it's like, no, like, you have to like talk to your partner. So like, yeah, they would be please each other, but it would probably be like superficial unless they could really like establish communication well and actually agree to like act out like what they want to see in the bedroom with each other. So wow, these lives be making me mad because I be talking a lot, but I hope this was really informational for y'all. And this is gonna go on YouTube if y'all ever want to reference it. Per usual, the live will be up for 24 hours on my page, and then, like I said, I'll just put it on YouTube after that. So thank y'all for tuning in. That's so sweet. I know it's late as fuck, and I know I was supposed to come on live at 8, but like, I was at an art show, and then I just got home, and then I literally had to finish drafting the shit. I couldn't just come out here and just talk out of my ass. Well, I mean, I could, but like, I don't feel like it would have been as good. But yeah, so thanks for tuning in. Yes, like, okay, so I do it in posts. So if you want me to do Cancer, I'll run a poll on my Instagram page, and I'll ask people like, okay, like, do you want me? Which sign do y'all want to hear about? Do y'all want to hear about Cancer? And we'll vote that way. Just so it's fair to everybody. So yeah, like I said, thank y'all for tuning in. I will see y'all next Friday. And catch me on YouTube, y'all.